Let me say something that sounds wrong at first. Most of my wealth didn't come from grinding harder, chasing hot investments, or constantly doing more. It actually came from doing less, but doing the right kind of less. If you've been watching this channel, you've already seen the hard part. The first 100K, learning how to save, the mistakes, the long timelines nobody wants to hear about. This video is what happens after all of that. This is called the lazy phase. And yes, it actually works. Not lazy like careless, lazy like boring, automated, repeatable. If you're busy, tired, or just done overthinking money, well, this one is for you. Here's what people get wrong. The lazy way to grow wealth isn't something you skip to. It's something you earn. When I was building my first 100K, nothing felt lazy. I tracked spending, I said no to things I wanted, I worked more than I felt like. I learned investing the slow, uncomfortable way. That phase is unavoidable. But once you build a real saving habit, basic investing knowledge, and control over your spending, something changes. You don't need more motivation. You need systems. And systems are lazy by design. The goal isn't to think about money every day. The true goal is to set things up once so money grows without you babysitting it. That's when wealth actually accelerates. Automation beats intelligence every time. This is one of the biggest lessons I've learned. The people who are best with money aren't the smartest. They're the ones who remove decisions. Every decision costs energy, and every energy runs out eventually. So instead of asking, should I invest this month? Is now a good time? Or what should I buy? I just automate everything. Money came in. Money moved automatically. Investments happen unscheduled. No willpower, no debating with myself, no emotion. Most people don't fail because they don't know what to do. They fail because they keep deciding whether to do it. Lazy wealth builders don't rely on motivation at all. They rely on defaults. If your plan needs constant discipline, it will eventually break. But if your plan runs on autopilot, it compounds quietly. Boring investments win because they stop you from interfering. The lazy approach hates excitement. No hot stock picks, no daily market watching, no constant portfolio tweaks, and no chasing trends. Why? Because every action increases the odds of messing it up. Most of my money grew in places that felt almost too boring. We're talking about broad investments, long-term holds, low fees, and very few changes. So here's what most people miss. Boring investments are powerful because they don't invite you to touch them. The moment you feel excited or scared, you're more likely to act. And investing, most action hurts returns. The lazy move is choosing a direction once and letting time do the heavy lifting. Not checking is a feature, not a flaw. The real flex is not needing to optimize. Early on, optimization matters. Savings rate, expenses, income growth, avoiding obvious mistakes. But after a certain point, optimization becomes a distraction. I see people obsess over cutting tiny expenses, chasing slightly better returns, perfect strategies, or even constant tweaks. Meanwhile, the big levers are already doing the work. Once your system is solid, high savings rate, consistent investing, long time horizon, you don't need perfection. You need patience. Lazy wealth builders stop asking, how can I squeeze more out of this? And start asking, how do I avoid screwing this up? Very often, doing nothing is the best move. Time is the laziest wealth strategy of all. And here's the uncomfortable truth. Time matters more than effort. The biggest jumps in my net worth didn't come from working harder or finding something new or making smarter moves. They came from waiting. Compounding feels boring day to day, and it feels almost invisible, like nothing is happening. That's why people quit too early. They think they're behind, or they think it's not working, or they think they need to step in. But the lazy path trusts the math. You don't rush a tree by staring at it. You water it, then you leave it alone. Money works the same way. Why lazy beats hustle long term? I've done the hustle phase. Side hustles, extra hours, constantly thinking about money. It helped early, but hustle is fragile. It depends on your energy, your health, and your time, but lazy systems don't. They survive burnouts, bad mouths, and life changes. That's why the wealthiest people I know aren't stressed about money at all, because they don't manage it daily. They simply let it run in the background. What doing nothing actually looks like. Doing nothing doesn't mean being careless. It means investing automatically, rebalancing occasionally, ignoring noise, living your life, and letting money quietly work in the background. Most of the time, the right move is no move, but that's emotionally hard, and I get it. But mechanically, it's easier. And that's exactly why it works. The lazy way to grow wealth isn't a shortcut. It's the reward for doing the fundamentals right. You work hard once, you think deeply once, and you set the system once. Then you get out of the way. That's how normal people quietly build serious wealth. So if this helped, hit the like button and hit subscribe for more videos like this. And thanks for watching.